Welcome to the Edge.
Welcome to Unsolved Conspiracies
Well,
at the Edge.
curious circumstances, curious situations, and in fact, the deadliest mass shooting committed by an individual in the Western Hemisphere ever. Stephen Paddock.
The question is why was this forgotten about? Why was this let go so easily? Why was this not talked about?
Well, before we go there, we need to hear a little more about it. He was 64 years old, October 1 of 2017, opened fire on the crowd attending the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival on the Las Vegas Strip in Nevada between 10:05 and 10:15 Pacific time. He fired more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition from his 32nd floor suites. He had more than one. And he killed 58 people. 58 people killed. And he wounded 413, according to this article. With the ensuing panic, bringing the injury total to 869. People were injured other than being shot. An hour after this happened, Paddock was found dead in his room, self-inflicted gunshot wound. What we don't know enough about, and the rumor is, and rumors persist when conspiracies, if you will, or extreme situations occur, make people wonder why it happened, whether it's the Epstein death or non-death, the autopsy or non-autopsy, or whether it's the what happened to and who killed Nicole Simpson, O.J. Simpson, or maybe his son.
His son did it.
That's the allegation.
Another show, another Unsolved Conspiracy.
Right. And because there's witnesses that say that he was the son, and O.J. was covering for his kid. Nonetheless, these are speculations. The Kaylee Anthony circumstance, where she was blamed for something that some people was caused by the grandfather or the father, and so nonetheless, the kid died. The kid crawled over to the edge of the pool, ended up they found him floating, and they had to do something with the body. Was she helping cover for him, and or was he covering for her? So there's a collusion possibly between those two. But this matter with the Mandalay Hotel has got an element of what happened to the wife.
Now, is she Muslim, or is she converting, or is she...
She's Filipino, and she was going back and forth to the Philippines. And the Muslims have grown in the Philippines. It's been a Catholic state, but it's no longer fully that. It's got about a 5 million population of Muslims in the Philippines.
Now, let's talk about the ISIS.
Now, but the bigger deal, what we talked
ISIS
about,
claim.
You made this mention that when this happened, ISIS started to take blame for this. And prior to his...
Twice.
They
told the government it was us, twice, and the government shut it down twice.
Who shut it down?
The American government. The whole government said
So
to lie.
the FBI said that, or?
The FBI.
Or the Attorney General?
No, it's the FBI, for sure.
FBI, okay. So instead of going ahead and investigating, and if ISIS wanted to take credit, taking credit away from ISIS, so they couldn't say, we got another 9/11.
They got a bigger 9/11 because it's the worst, the biggest massacre shooting or massacre killing in America.
Right.
So they got the trophy.
Right.
They got first place. They got twice. 9/11.
So we know now,
Las Vegas.
this is the really beautiful thing, if you will. We know now that the Saudis financed 9/11. And this guy converts. What they convert because of what? He was a gambler, a successful gambler actually, to a certain extent. But he had a wife who converted him. Did she work in Saudi Arabia as a maid at one time and came back and lured him in and got him to be part of this to finish his life with a legacy of a mass killing on behalf of Allah? Who knows? Muhammad? Who knows? To say that's happening, who knows? But the odd thing, the very odd thing is, Why no ongoing investigation into this? No testimony from her, what happened to you.
This is
So, sorry about that. But nonetheless, no investigation. The odd things, the Feinstein death is a big one. We're into now Maxwell. There's a rumor that she's on a suicide watch. Well, of course she's on a suicide watch because somebody's going to murder her. She's not going to murder herself. They've got to shut her up so she doesn't end up in a trial telling everybody that Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, all these people were having a daisy chain of sexual behavior.
she won't die though. I guarantee it.
You guarantee
Epstein's
that?
alive. Epstein's alive, and Epstein told on Maxwell. Now the government's going to keep her alive so they can keep Maxwell dead.
Maxwell, you mean Feinstein?
I mean Epstein dead.
Epstein.
Yeah, so they keep Maxwell alive to keep Epstein dead. Once you kill both,
Then what?
who's going to tell?
Well, then you have
Nobody.
Then you have real science.
Now you have nobody telling. You have no case.
And you have real silence.
Yes, and the public's not going to accept that. We all know that.
Well,
The government knows that as well.
well,
Who is the easiest one to get rid
What's
of?
the public going to do? Here's the problem. What's the public going to do with an attorney general so busy covering up for Trump? Certainly, and there's pictures, there's videos, it's stated that Trump is showing up at some and taking out in another, and where he was in one before. These filmings have been edited. They don't want Trump dragged into the middle of this thing, in the middle of an investigation, going into the final part of election year. But then again, that's another story. Is Trump going to be abandoned by the party and end up resigning at some point? That's another question. But the untold, odd circumstance with the Vegas killings. So many people injured, so many people remembering, so many people wanting to know what happened. And our Justice Department is silent. They don't want to give credit to ISIS. ISIS wants to take the credit, but we're in this quandary. So why did our president, in his first year, first country to visit, goes to Saudi Arabia? They financed ISIS. They financed 9/11. All the conspirators in 9/11 were Saudi. Every friggin' one of them except one, and that was a Yemen Muslim. But that was who did it to us. So what did our presidents do at the time? Oh no, we got to go not to Saudi Arabia. They handle our oil situation. We got to protect that. We went to a remote, ridiculous country called Afghanistan. And then on top of that, that's a mistake. So now we got to go to Iraq. We got to avoid Saudi Arabia. Why would we do that? Odd. Another conspiracy to protect Saudi Arabia, who finance, known to finance Trump's casinos, along with Deutsche Bank, along with Putin. So here you have corruption, country to country, in elections, in every other way, on that score. And a 9/11 event that changed everything in the world, and then another, effectively, 9/11 group situation like before, called the Vegas killings. So, Alex, your thoughts?
9/11 was too big to shove under the table. This wasn't. You had one killer. You know, the American government did their
This guy's
best.
speaking, the brother.
The brother.
So what's he saying?
He's basically saying he loves his brother. You don't know why. You don't know what the motive was. I watched this interview. I think we all have.
I don't think I've seen this one before.
We can play it.
Let's play this guy.
We can bring it back and
Let's
we
do
can discuss
that.
it.
Let's see what he has to say here.
That's the Steve I know. Okay. Well, here's something texted me, thank you, that with an update that I didn't have because I took my mom to the doctor. Supposedly Steve, I'm sorry? How's your mom doing? She's okay. I mean, do you want that kind of background real quick about my mom? I mean, my mom was born in the Depression. She's had a tough life. Her husband was a total. He ran off, left her with 4 kids. She raised 4 kids on a secretary's salary. in the 60s and 70s. And some of us weren't real good kids. I mean, you guys are probably going to investigate me. I wasn't a wonderful human being when I was a kid. We were bad kids, okay? That's, you know, that's a level. We were troublesome kids. We grew poor on the side of the freeway in the San Fernando Valley, California. I don't want to, I mean, I won't go too much into this, but how we were formed. We're just people. My mom has had a tough life. And here's where it goes in, where it branches into Steve, the Steve that we knew. Steve made my mom wealthy. He's the one